guys, welcome back to another episode of Baking with Bob. So, there's something a little bit different for you today as Halloween is now kind of moving out of the way and we're starting to creep towards Christmas. It's coming a lot quicker than we think. So, I've got my book out. What are we doing? As always, you've seen it already from the thumbnail or from the title. Yes, we are making homemade Baileys Irish Cream. Whatever you want to call it, Irish cream to me. This recipe is so simple, so quick, and you can keep it stored in the fridge for just over a month in a container. So it's a win-win-win. The other thing that the recipe is really good for is if you can buy yourself some little bottles and things, and you can decorate them up all nicely, and then they make amazing gifts for Christmas or birthdays, any kind of occasion really. I tend to do it more around Christmas time. And so yeah, I mean actually, in all fairness, the main thing I use this for is my coffee. I do love a good Baileys coffee, or if you've been out party and you've got a bit of a hangover, I do put a Baileys in my coffee and it tends to help. So yes, there's that. Let me just see my other notes. So yeah, I've used it for many things. You can pour this because it's only 1 carb per double shot, so 55ml or 2 ounces. You can pour this over cake, ice cream, like I said before, you can put it in your coffee, muffins, sweet pies, just about anything you want really. It's an amazing way to flavour things. I have even done like a milkshake with it in. So I had like a bulking low carb vanilla milkshake, and I didn't like the flavour of the powder in it at all. So I added a shot of Baileys, and all of a sudden the milkshake became great. So yes, just remember with drinking alcohol, please be aware and reasonable with your consumption. Just because it's 1 gram of carb doesn't mean you can drink the whole thing. I haven't done that before, honest. The carbs do add up as you start drinking more and more of this though, just bear that in mind. So, what will we need? Let's get on with it. I'm going to read it out today because there's not much ingredients in here. You're going to want yourself a blender, like a NUTRiBULLET or a cheap one, whichever. There is a recommended one in the links below. And obviously if you do buy through the links below, you help support the channel at no extra cost to yourself. So thank you so much for anyone who's ordered through the links below. So yes, what we're going to need. We're going to need 2 cups of heavy or double cream. We're going to need 1 cup of your Irish whiskey. Now you can change that for a scotch if you prefer a scotch to an Irish whiskey. The recipe does work the same. Just bear in mind with different blends of different whiskey, so your different blends of scotch, some are more spicy, some are more of a sweet tone, some are a bit more of a dry tone, so just make sure you counteract your recipe to correspond with that. You're going to want 2/3 of a cup of sweetener. So again, I'm going for the Erythritol. Powdered is best. If you haven't got it powdered, you can do what I'm about to do, is put mine in first, blend that up, and then add the rest of the ingredients. We're going to want a teaspoon of instant coffee or espresso granules, a teaspoon of almond extract, and a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Did I say a teaspoon of unsweetened cocoa? I'm sure I did. If not, that's in there too. The list is in the description below, so don't listen to me ramble, just go to the list below and then you can see how to do it. So, first of all, we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna put the sugar in first because I do want to make sure that's blended up because I haven't got the powdered. So I want 2/3 of a cup, there we go, of the Erythritol, and I'm just gonna blend that in. Here we go, I'll block out the noise for you, just a couple of blasts. And there we go. That just helps it to break down the sugar a lot easier. Okay, so next you're going to want 2 cups of cream. That's that one all done. Let's add some more. So, there's 1. And like I said, this is a really quick recipe. I can even show you how to make this on the spot behind the bar. So maybe I'll do that next actually. I might see if I can put some bonus footage at the end of just making one. But let's carry on for now. So I've added those. I'm also going to want to add a cup of, mine's Jameson's. You can use whichever, like I said, whichever brand you prefer. And I want a whole cup of this. Have I got enough? Just. Ooh. I did spill a little bit, so I'm just going to put a splash more in. And then, I don't know if you can see that on there, but you get a bit of cream stuck at the bottom of your... Just give it a bit of a whiz round. And then pour it in. And this already smells like a Baileys. Okay, so next, you're going to want a teaspoon. Now, I've got this Infinity Selected. It's the Arabica whole bean instant coffee. I don't know if you can see that on there. I've got all the lights shining on there. There are other brands available. You can use instant coffee. You can use instant espresso. It all depends on yourself. Now, variations to this recipe is, if you wanted this to be more of a Kahlua rather than a Baileys, add more coffee. If you want this to be the limited edition chocolate version of Baileys, add more chocolate. Or pour it into a hot chocolate. The possibilities are endless. So, I'm going to add a teaspoon for now. Bear in mind, this is to taste, so if you think it's too creamy, too coffee, too whiskey, counteract. Just keep going till it's all done. Okay, and then I want a spoon of unsweetened cocoa. Now I do like mine with a little bit more of a chocolatey taste, so I'm going to do about 1.5. Now I know you can't see any of that because I've had the blender in the way, but hopefully you've got it on the big camera. I have also actually, coming to think of it, I've used salted caramel flavourings in this as well to give it a caramel boost. But today we're going with, I've got Moroccan almond, and I just want a teaspoon. There we go, that's one. And then I also want a teaspoon of vanilla. This is just normal vanilla extract. And then pour that one in. Okay, so that's all in. Next step, blitz. So, here we go. Okay, so I think we're about done with that. Now with mine, I don't know if you can see on the close-up, you can see little white dots on the outside. That's normally when I know that this is done, is when it's taken all the bits of cream off the side of the jug. But the proof is in the pudding, so to speak. So we need to taste it to make sure all that sugar has blended in, and there's no powder lumps or anything. Don't over blend it because you will make it go too thick of a cream. If that happens, add a little more of your Irish whiskey or a bit more cream, and then a bit of a stir, and then a taste. Wow, that is amazing. Now, I recommend you can put it in a jug that you can seal. That's a good one for pouring as well. Or you can use obviously the classic kind of water bottle style with the seal on the top, which means it might last a little bit longer because that one's not fully sealed, but it's up to you. Like I said, you can buy mini ones of these and put some nice tags on, make them as gifts, put them on display for yourself. But that's it. Now if you enjoy this recipe, please don't forget to tag me or make a comment down below. Hit me up on all the social medias that you should be able to see on the screen. If you've got any recommendations as well, you can contact me in the same way. But I'm thinking about doing a little mini series on cocktails and alcohol for keto, because I do get asked quite a lot, and I see in the groups over and over and over, can I drink? What can I drink? If I have this, will it knock me out of ketosis? So I might do a mini series on bar work for keto. Let me know what you think about the idea for that, because I've thought about a Malibu Malibu rum. Coconut rum, because obviously that's very sweet and contains a lot of sugar, but I'm thinking of doing a keto version of it. So like I say, let me know what you think. And that's about it. It's a really cool... I put my teeth back in. Yeah, it's a really short, quick video today, just to show you the start of the Baileys. So yeah, that's it from me. If, like I say, contact me, let me know, hit me up, baconwithbob.co.uk, hit that bell, hit that subscribe. Come see me again next week. I do post every week just for you guys. And on that note, I will see you next time.